such an asshole.
How you kids doing? All right. Banging them out. I'm a 21-year-old male living in Las Cruces, New Mexico. I've been through that town. With my mother rent-free, work remotely in digital marketing as an analyst. I picked up this gig from Seth Himes' course. You can find him at indemandcareer.com. I'll link to it down below. After I heard about it in one of your videos, I make $45,000 a year for managing Google ad campaigns, and I've been there for about a year now. Currently, I have $17,000 saved up with no debt, most of it in assets. I have 2 cars purchased in cash for $3,300 total. They're both worth more money than I put into them. Take an IQ to 135 IQ, no official tests. Take it with a grain of salt. Yeah, I mean, you're up there. You're up there. My question is, should I pivot to software development from my current field? I want to live in another country, specifically Japan. My dad grew up in the country. He's not a citizen, so I have no access through that avenue. To obtain a work visa is pretty much impossible without a degree, and I'm sure it would help even if I chose a different country. I don't want to get a degree in marketing because I think it's useless in comparison to STEM. Oh, it is. It's totally no. I already have experience in digital marketing and could easily increase my income by switching companies. I'm conflicted about starting over in a new field from ground zero and going to school, which is a huge financial and time commitment. When I could increase my income soon, I am not attached to either field. I just want to maximize my income and not have issues with moving in the future. Should I stay in my field and get a degree in marketing? No, dude. What it didn't Seth's course. What have you learned here? You don't need a degree. Now with digital marketing, you're making money right now. You're way ahead of your peers. You don't need a degree. You can still work in digital marketing. Here's an idea. Work more. Get more aggressive. Do more marketing. Put together a better portfolio. Put together a better website. Like, hey, I'm charging more now. Like, you're making 45 grand a year. Now, I don't think you could live in Tokyo on that, but it's a start. Why don't you just work more? And then you're working remotely. Then you can move to Tokyo or wherever it is you want to live in Japan. Just want to maximize my income, not have issues with moving in the future. Should I just stay in the field and get a degree in marketing? No, no matter what, you're not getting a degree in marketing. Or should I just figure out another way without school, like starting a business? Well, isn't that what you do? We appreciate any unbiased feedbacks. I don't want to make a mistake that sets me back financially. Okay, so you're an employee of Google, or maybe you work for a company that has you managing Google, whatever. You got an employer right now, all right? Okay, there's your 9 to 5. What about 5 to midnight? I mean, of all things, Seth should have. You should have picked up from his course, because Seth does talk is entrepreneurship, because that's what you got to do. Is you got to go out and hustle and get your own contracts. And once you do that, why don't you just go get more contracts? Why don't you get so much work? You got to turn down work. Then you start developing a reputation, a good one, because you do good work, hopefully. People are like, oh, we need to hire so-and-so. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm booked. You're going to have to pay me $150 an hour. Okay. Now, all of a sudden, you could live in Japan and you don't have to go to school, and you're already making as much money as you would as a software engineer, all without having to go to school. Now, I'm okay with you learning to pick up programming, but you got the skill right now. You got digital marketing. Just go get more. Why don't you give entrepreneurship? You got the car. You just haven't shifted it into 4th gear yet. I'd like the car to go faster. Should I stop, pull over my current car, build a new car from scratch, learn to drive it? I'm like, or you could just shift into 4th and hit the gas. Why don't you see if you can make $100,000 with digital marketing? Why don't you start a business on the side, which is digital marketing? Get some clients, build up your money. And then there's your ticket to Japan or wherever it is you'd like to go. You can work remotely. You wouldn't need a work visa. I guess you'd have it. Now, I'm no expert on visas and traveling, all right? But you could get a visitor's visa, a tourist visa. I think you go to Japan for a while. And I even asked, I have not been to Japan yet. How the hell you want to live there then? I'm waiting for borders open back up due to the BS virus. Once they are open, I'm going to take a reconnaissance trip. All right. I'm not sure if I can make that decision until I live there. For my research to obtain Japanese citizenship, I would have to renounce my current U.S. citizenship. They do not allow dual citizenship outside the kids 18 and younger. I would work towards the permanent residency visa, which wouldn't have to. Okay. All right. Well, that's way down the road, man. That's way down the road. Why don't you see if you can't build up your money, your income? Then go visit Japan as a tourist and then do some reconnoitering. All right. See if you even like the culture. See if you, and their language is no joke. That's going to take years to learn. While you're over there, don't waste a trip across the Pacific. Stop in the Philippines. Check out South Korea. Don't check out North Korea. Don't bother with China. There's other cultures, go see what Southeast Asia is like. Yeah, you don't have enough information to know that you want to move to Japan, but right now you make enough money to live, and it's perfectly fine. New Mexico, but that's not the worst, I guess. But I would just try. I think you have a good enough vehicle. You just got to make it go faster. So start a little side business. Try and get some side clients. Contact Seth. Seth will tell you how. I mean, you got to pay him his fee and his consulting fee. Tell him I sent you. Tell him I said hi. Tell him I'll probably be visiting later on this upcoming winter. And he'll tell you, he knows how to do it. He's entrepreneurial, obviously. So I think that's what you should do. And if you had to go back to school, sure, computer programming. Well, let's wait till you start failing. You're not even failing, you're succeeding. There's no reason for that. All right, there you go. See you guys later, Toodles.